Hey, what is going on, guys? This is King Alex, and today I'm going to be telling you guys the best possible settings for both console and PC that you guys will need to play as best as possible within Fortnite Season 7. Fortnite Season 7 is literally coming out in just a few days now, and you guys will need to play your best, get as many wins as possible, and eventually tier up as quickly as possible, which I'm going to do in another video. But today I'll give you guys the best settings, tips, and tricks that you guys will need to win every single game of Fortnite that you do play. So let's jump straight into it. Now, if you guys aren't really planning on getting the Season 7 Battle Pass but you want it, I will be giving one away in this video. If you guys do want to win, drop a like, comment Season 7 or comment King, any of that, so I can actually pick you guys down in the comments. Now, if this video does hit 100 likes within the first 2 days, I'll be giving that Season Pass to you guys, and I'll be announcing the winners on my next video when I give you guys the tips and tricks video when Season 7, the day Season 7 does release. So make sure you guys are staying tuned to this channel. Now, I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so every single subscriber is very appreciated. So make sure you guys are turning those notifications on and subscribing to the channel. Now, let's jump straight into this. I'll be giving you guys first the console best possible settings. If you guys do prefer other methods, I'll be giving you guys options as well in terms of sensitivity and all of that. So first up, I'll be showing you guys my personal settings that I use in game. Then I'm gonna switch over to PC settings, and I'll actually be showing you TFUE settings as well, because I don't play on PC. I'm mostly on console. I do sometimes play on PC, but I'm not the best. I usually just see what settings are the best on PC. So I'll show you guys screenshots and explain to you why these settings are good. So on screen right now, I'll showing you guys a picture of my personal sensitivity and settings that I use. I have the X on 0.56 and the Y on 0.57. It could be the same, it doesn't matter. Now, I like to have this because I like to have the X so you can turn around as fast as possible if someone is shooting from behind and just start building ASAP. But I also like to have the Y always a little higher so I can look up if I need to look up straight away, because most likely you'll be able to lock onto someone looking straight up. But if you have too high of a sensitivity, I see a lot of people do this. If your sensitivity is too high, you will just completely miss them. You'll turn around, but turn around too much or too little, and you won't be judging it. It's all about how much experience you have with the sensitivity. So if you're at a really low sensitivity, I would not recommend jumping up right away. I would slowly, gradually go up so you guys can get used to it. Essentially, in a lot of shooter games, it's better to have a higher sensitivity, because if someone's shooting at you, you want to have fast reflexes. So I would recommend slowly going up to your sensitivity, but make sure you find the sweet spot for you. 56 and 57 is good for me. For the HUD, I actually toned it down a bit. If you guys notice, it's on 0.94. That's literally so I can have more screen on people and not even like have a lot of my screen blocked off by the HUD. Now for the rest of them, you guys can copy it down. It's pretty standard. I had sprint by default off and all of that. Now make sure aim assist is on. For some reason mine is off. I think I just toned it down right before I took a screenshot. But for the rest of them, open doors I have off because I like to open my own doors. Usually some people have it on. You could have, I see a lot of people do that, so it's all up to you. Turbo building, make sure that is on as well because it's really helpful. Now don't copy aim assist. Once again, make sure it's on. I think I turned it off just before taking the screenshot. Now next, I'll show you guys keybinds. Like you guys know that I play on Builder Pro personally, but you guys can change your keybinds custom. This came out about a month ago, I would say. So, and all of that. So another thing is I do have vibration on off. Make sure you do have it on off, guys. A lot of people play with it on, but it just messes you up. Most likely you're playing Fortnite for fun, obviously, but you're not trying to play this game and like want to vibrate while you're shooting at someone, throwing your aim off. Literally all pro players that are on console anyway have vibration off. Make sure it is off, because trust me, it does help your game quite a bit. Now these are the custom controller binds. I play on Builder Pro, but you guys can do whatever you want. I find this to be really good. But the main thing, if you guys want to make your custom controller binds, right? You guys don't essentially have to copy this exactly, but you can do whatever is best for you. But what you want to learn from this is especially important. Make sure your edit is on just edit. So when you go on switch mode, make sure you click on the button that says edit only. That way when you tap edit on the build, it automatically edits it for you. You don't have to hold it down. That's going to be very crucial. Now that is pretty much it, but you guys make sure you change a keybind and keep practicing. Go on playgrounds mode. Obviously that's pretty much permanent now, so go on that, practice as much as you can. If you don't have anyone to practice with, turn on fill, use that and basically practice. You guys can change it as you go in a practice match on playground, so make sure you guys do that. Definitely, I personally once again play on Builder Pro. That is very good. You guys can play on Builder Pro, change everything except that edit thing, so you can instantly edit, which is very good. Now make sure you guys are staying tuned and subscribe to this channel. I'll have more tips and tricks video coming for season 7. I'm gonna have the best guide to tier up as quickly as possible. Like I said, I do this every single season. There's gonna be like, when season 7 drops, you guys will be able to get tier 10 within the first like few hours, maybe even more than that. Obviously, if you have the season 6 battle pass right now, it will give you 5 bonus tiers if you guys are wondering for this next season, which will actually carry over, which I'm pretty hyped about. I want to actually hit tier 100 pretty fast this season. We'll see how it goes, especially since it's set to be a pretty dope season with winter and Christmas and all of that. Now let me jump into TFUE settings. Now I'm gonna show a screenshot of his settings. I'll explain why he does this stuff like that. So here are the sensitivity on screen. I personally, for some reason, I play better on PC myself whenever I do hop on, but I'm mostly a console player. I wouldn't call myself PC player, but these are basically what I use as well. I have everything on Epic because I have a good PC, but obviously you guys can tone it down a bit as much as your PC can handle. I will definitely do frames over graphics 100%. You guys can still see people and still kill them if you have bad graphics, but if you have low frames, it will be harder for you to kill people. Now, I have shadows off on PC, and I believe he does as well. The reason is this is like a lot of people can be hiding in the shadows. If you have it turned off, it makes it a million times easier to see people. I've said this in the past on my channel, so make sure you guys do turn off shadows if you're on PC. You can't do it on console. Now, a lot of PC players especially play on stretch resolution, and I think you can only do it on PC. I doubt you can do it on console, but it's literally where you change your whole settings or your resolution to 1440 by 1080, which basically makes it so you have better horizontal view and a more wider view, so it makes it like a lot easier to see people and actually hit people. Now if you guys want to do it, look more into it. I'm not gonna make a full tutorial, but essentially you're changing your monitor resolution to 1440 by 1080, and then you go into the game file, and then you go into the coding, and you literally just change it from 1080p to 1920 by 1080 to 1440 by 1080. It also makes your frames better, so if you have trouble on PC with your frames, that'll also help as well, playing stretch resolution. Now I went through so many of my gameplays and actually analyzed how I die each time, and there's like a huge pattern of how a lot of people die, including me, and that's two things. One, either I'm going to loot someone after killing them or after finding a dead body, and I get completely sniped and destroyed because there's people aiming at me, or two, I choose a wrong gunfight. I push when I shouldn't, and I'm weak and I could heal or do something else instead. Those two are the biggest things that mess me up and mess a lot of other people up. If me or anyone doesn't know 100% they're going to be winning this gunfight, or if they're building really well, you should like strategically build and try to get out of that situation. Obviously, if it's a 1v1 in a like dead area, in a close area, final circle, then there's not much you can do other than build and heal up and just go whenever your best shot you think is. If someone's on top of you, don't try to push them, wait until they come down, or build up quick. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing. That's probably one of the two biggest things. The first one, don't loot. That's pretty easy to solve. Just make sure you're aware of make sure you know 100% there's no one around before you go loot that one place or that person. Now this is very cliche, but just know that you will have to like basically play as much as possible, get as many games in. If you want to do scrims or anything, that's like the best way you guys can basically keep training and getting better at the game. I know it's really cliche, but there's no other secret to it. But whatever pro player does, and you guys can notice this, is that they don't just go to a random area of the map and try to get the win. They go for the most kills, because the more gunfights you engage in, the better your game will become. If you guys land in like a random area in the map, let's say you land in a random house, abandoned house, most likely you're gonna get maybe 2 kills if you do end up winning the game. You're not gonna get much experience within that game. But if you guys land, let's say, tilted towers every game, or some place that's very packed of people, you guys will engage in more fights, thus getting more and more experience within that match. That's what a lot of pro players do. They're good for a reason, is that they keep, like, they play so much. Obviously some of them stream for like 12 hours straight. That's why they get good at the game. There's no other secret to it. So if you guys have the time, obviously, and you want to get really good, follow these steps and you'll be good. Now make sure, once again, you are subscribed. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. Now once again, I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if I can do it, but every single subscriber is very appreciated. So yeah, guys, now make sure to stay tuned for the next 2 videos. If you have notifications on, you won't miss them, because a lot of my videos aren't hitting notifications. Like my last video, I think I had to delete because it literally did not hit many notifications at all. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next season 7 videos, and I'll see you on the next video.